Okay.
All right. First, I'm Bob, and I just wanted to thank you all, Freeman and Monty and Jamie, for coming. It just means so much to us, and we're just so. Uh, it's such an honor to be a part of this. It's what I. It's it's part of being authentic that I always wanted to do, but couldn't quite manifest. I've always compromised a little bit too hard, and my father just died, and he was a missionary. He was a good man, and I loved him to death, and he loved me. But and I was supposed to be a missionary, and but I I recognized the cognitive dissonance between what we profess to believe and the actuality, the authenticity. And anyway, I through reading a lot. When I finally got so I became an alcoholic and a drug addict just to stay alive, in my body, And when I realized that I couldn't continue drinking and stay alive, I was really in a quandary. So I had to go to AA, and AA got me sober. And so I was really thinking that was, that was it was a big part in taking me a step further authentically. What happened was over time I began to realize that there was even a difference between what they were saying and the authenticity of what they were saying. Like they start every meeting saying we aren't allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, and then they close every meeting with the Lord's Prayer. And a lot of people aren't, they don't grow up religious, and they just associate the Lord's Prayer with a generic prayer for any religion. But I know better than that. I know a lot better than that. And anyway, when I ran into David Icke on the internet when I was getting sober, and I started reading some of his stuff, like The Biggest Secret, I it it just hit me. The authenticity of what he was talking about just hit me so deeply. And then on his website, he introduced me to you, and your stuff just blew me away. Just the Templar origins of Freemasonry. That's just phenomenal, and the Columbia, and Anna Nicole and Brittany. Oh my God, and through Anna Nicole and Brittany, the if you ever read, Transformation of America by Kathy O'Brien. I read that, and it's all out here, but nobody reads this stuff, or they think of it as just conspiracy theorist nutcases. And this "Thanks for the Memories" by uh, uh, Bryce Taylor. I mean, it's all out here, but people aren't paying attention to it. Well, Freeman, what you're doing is you are calling people's attention to it in right here, right now format, and you put it all together and you put it on the internet very graciously. Take it or leave it. It's like the Buddhist way. Yeah. and and it's just your spirit is just so attractive to me, and what you all are doing is just phenomenal to me, and I'm just so I wanted to. David Icke introduced me to Maria Heller of Reinventing the Wheel, and so out here I built this sacred circle, Maria Heller, using her description of how to do it in the book, and making some organite little places in the ground. So we have. I'm trying to. I'm trying to practice living a sacred life, you know. And you know, we all have our you know, none of us are so-called perfect, you know, but that's not the idea. The idea is just to see our reflection in each other and help each other. You know, the world is abundant. Why are we bailing out banks and forcing people out on the street? I mean, why are we doing this? It's just so crazy. And what you're doing is helping to wake people up to that, and that we can survive this manufactured cataclysm easily if we just, you know, reach out to each other. And
Show your book, Bob.
Show your book.
show, oh, here's my book, The Baby of the Bathwater, and I've got some of Freeman's stuff in here. He graciously let me use some of his stuff in my book. So anyway, I'm sad that you guys are moving on, but I'll be watching you guys every day and staying in touch, and maybe we'll get you back here someday.
You know you will.
Yeah, I know. I'm really looking forward to it. It has been so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I love you, man.
I love you too, Bob.
And you too, Monty.
Love you too, Bob.
All right. Would you like to say something?